Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making my first new Buick walk-around video, so I'm excited to show you this 2023 Buick Enclave. So if you follow me here on the channel, you know I've posted a bunch of Hyundai and Chevy walk-around videos, and I've just started to do some GMC stuff as well. But today we're going to take a look at our first Buick, and this is the Buick Enclave Premium. So I believe the premium trim sits more in the middle of the lineup for the Buick Enclave. So it's not an entry-level trim, and it's also not the Avenir, which is the most fully loaded and most luxurious Enclave you can buy. But this particular Premium does have a few additional option packages, which does push the price near that $60,000 mark. Now, as far as changes go for the 2023 model year Enclave, it's essentially a carryover from the 2022s. Now, GM did delete one color, and that is the Quicksilver Metallic is no longer available, but they did replace it with the Moonstone Gray Metallic, so I'll be interested to see what that looks like. But essentially, that is it as far as changes go for the Buick Enclave. So with this in mind, the pricing should be the same as the last model year. Well, not quite. It did get a small increase. As far as the 2023 premium all-wheel drive pricing goes, that starts at $53,695, including destination. This represents a $500 increase over the 2022. So a very modest price increase overall, especially with the inflation and supply chain issues we're facing, with just price increases across the board on many makes and models. So it's nice to see just a small $500 increase. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time and take a look at what this 2023 Buick Enclave Premium has to offer for just under $60,000. So the Enclave in front of us is finished in the Sage Metallic exterior color, and this one has the Whisper Beige leather interior. Sounds fancy, right? But this is the first time I have actually seen this Sage Metallic in person. I think this is very nice. I actually really do like this color. It is overcast today, but you can see there is a good amount of metallic flake in the paint, so I bet this thing really shines here in the sunlight, but it is a very nice color. Now, up front of this particular Enclave, you will find quite a bit of chrome exterior trim along the grille and lower bumper fascias. When I had the vehicle running, this was the daytime running light up here, and this might be the turn signal as well. It turns into an accent chrome piece when the light is off. It's actually a very neat look to it, and definitely looks very premium. Below that, you'll find your LED projector headlights with some more accent chrome trim. Front parking sensors on this particular Enclave with your front camera for the 360 camera system. Red, white, and blue Buick badge. Looks very nice. It's definitely a throwback to some of the older Buicks for sure. It is a very nice front end. I do like the contrast with the black bits as well as the chrome sections there on the front grille. Coming to the wheels and tires, these are the optional or accessory wheels. So this is part of the Buick Executive package, I believe. These are 20-inch in size and are definitely a polished chrome look. They are 255, 55, 20-inch Continental Cross Contact LX20 tires. So nice all-season tire. You can see here on the front fender into the door, we have a chrome accent bit. Definitely gives it a more premium look, and again, a throwback to some of the older Buick models. Body color mirrors with LED turn signal indicator. Camera on the bottom. The driver's side, along with the interior one, are going to be auto dimming, and they do have blind spot monitoring. Proximity entry on all four door handles. And coming to the side shot, you can see a ton of chrome accent trim, again pertaining to that more luxury look. Chrome roof rails up top, chrome around the windows, chrome lower on the door. Out back, the chrome theme definitely continues with the chrome bar across the taillights. I believe these are full LED taillights with LED reverse lights. All-wheel drive badge, because this one is all-wheel drive. Dual outlet chrome tip exhaust, rear parking sensors. I do like this gloss black accent that kind of goes across the rear bumper cover. I think it definitely breaks up the rear end, kind of matches with the window trim up there around the spoiler. Once again, red, white, and blue badge. Rear camera system with rear washer. Definitely an interesting look. I wouldn't say this is my favorite exterior look out back. I really do like the red, white, and blue center caps here on these wheels. I think they definitely look really nice and kind of break up the style a little bit. I'm always a fan of some extra color on the exterior, so I think those badges are very neat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker on this particular Enclave so we know it's optioned with. So like I said, this one has the Experience Buick package for $2,795, which includes the 20-inch polished aluminum wheels as well as the dual moonroof. This one has the 3-year OnStar and connected services package for $1,500, so unlimited data plan for the built-in car Wi-Fi, remote access via the app, a bunch of other stuff as well. The Sage Metallic is $495, and this one has a couple of credits for stuff that GM actually couldn't install in the vehicle when it was built. So this one has the $25 credit for a later retrofit of the front ventilation seats. And this one also has a $200 credit for not equipped with the third row power folding seats. So that's a bigger credit in my opinion, rather than the later retrofit stuff. But this brings the total MSRP to $58,260, once again, including destination. So it is pushing that $60,000 mark, but comes in just under that. So once again, this one has the Whisper Beige interior with the black accents. It's nice two-tone interior look, and I think it matches well with the green exterior. So starting out here on the door panel, we have soft touch upper doors, some black accent, kind of faux wood trim with some chrome accents. Power windows, mirrors, and locks. Power folding mirrors. Nice premium feature. Two-person memory seat with mirror memory as well. And we can see the beige kind of runs across the center portion of the door panel with padded accent stitching there. Power tailgate with programmable height. Some additional storage. Bose premium audio system. Power driver's seat with four-way power lumbar. And this is actually the button for the massage function. So that's a nice feature. Again, considering this is a more middle trim of the Enclave. Seats are nice. The leather feels of high quality. Nice soft touch. There's a look at your dash. Definitely more black than beige, and I think I prefer that look. And I like that it has a black steering wheel versus something like a beige steering wheel. That might show a little bit of extra dirt. Go ahead and start it up. So immediately we'll see our partially digital and partially analog gauge cluster. This is the same one found in many GM vehicles where you have the digital speedometer with the programmable center function. So you can control that here on the right side of the steering wheel. If you scroll up and down, you can go through your trip stuff, your digital speed readout. This one has the off-road stuff as well, so you can see the pitch and roll as well as some of the other angles of the vehicle. Oil temp, timer, filter life, TPMS, all that good stuff there in that center display. Leather wrap steering wheel that is heated. This one does not have adaptive cruise control, so it has regular cruise control, but it does have collision avoidance assist with 3 collision alert settings. Paddle shifters on the back, and there are volume rockers for the infotainment system back there as well. This is a power tilt telescoping steering column. Automatic headlights with auto high beam assist. Regular wipers. To the left of the steering wheel, you'll find your electronic parking brake, heads-up display controls, as well as gauge dimming. So you can see the heads-up display moving down there. That's a nice premium feature. Again, you can put additional information up there and change out what is displayed. Coming over to the infotainment system, this is the 8-inch color touchscreen found in many other Buick and GM models. Has the same layout, very easy to use like I've explained before. I believe this has wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth, all the usual inputs. Built-in navigation, Wi-Fi hotspot. Can control rear climate settings on the screen as well as your 360 camera system. Fairly high resolution there. So again, this is a very easy to use infotainment. On either side of this infotainment, you can see there are some hard touch buttons. So auto stop, start, on, off. You can gauge all-wheel drive right here. Hazards, parking sensors on, off, as well as your lane keeping assist. And some physical buttons to control that screen, which I definitely appreciate in today's world. Dual zone automatic climate control up front with heated and ventilated front seats. USB-C, USB-A inputs, and your SD card reader for the built-in maps. Wireless charging pad. It is a nice larger pad, so you can put many newer, larger smartphones in there without an issue. Some chrome trim here in the center console with your push-pull gear selection. I definitely prefer this spot versus like the Acadia that I showed you, if you guys have seen that video, which puts it down here in the center console. 2 cup holders with a little cover you can close. Here's the key fob for this vehicle. This is the same key fob found for many years on the Enclave. It has remote start, lock, unlock, as well as your power tailgate. It is a very compact proximity key, so I definitely appreciate that from GM. Nice padded center console here with a tray that you can remove. It is a very deep in size. No USB inputs or anything inside, but it is a ton of extra storage space. Coming up to the headliner, this is a nice light beige. You see a microphone there. LED interior lighting. Rear camera mirror, so you can adjust all the settings right here on the bottom. Once again, this is the same camera system found in many GM vehicles that have the camera option, but you can flip it down and it changes into a regular auto dimming rearview mirror, which I probably would rather use this than the digital camera function. OnStar, power sunroof buttons, interior LED lighting, 3 garage home link settings, and a sunglasses holder, which again is a dying breed in some vehicles. Manual sunshade for that sunroof. Again, this is optional. Lets in a ton of additional light. Is a nice feature, I think, for most people that buy this vehicle though. So let's go ahead and take a look at the second row seats and see what the Enclave has to offer. In the second row, most of the materials are going to follow through. So you have soft touch upper door panels, soft touch armrests with some accent stitching, cup holder, additional storage down below. Very nice looking door panels. And this is a 7-passenger configuration vehicle. So you have your adjustment for the seat recline here on the sides of the second row. Armrests for each second row bucket. There's a look at the front dashboard. Mat pockets on both of the front seats. Heated second row seats, single zone automatic climate control, 120 outlet with 2 USB-A charge ports. No drawer or anything like in the Acadia, so that is a little bit of a bummer. But the seats are very comfortable. You definitely seem to sit up in a little stage configuration here, so you do sit a little bit higher than the front row, so that is a little bit different. We'll go ahead and take a look at the third row seats. So once again, this is similar to the Traverse, where only the passenger side has the slide and tilt function for easy access to the third row. But we'll go ahead and look at the third row from this side. Good amount of space. Again, same size as the Traverse overall. So it's a very usable third row. You can fit 3 people across if needed. On each side, you have USB-A charge ports with a cup holder. So just a little bit larger than something like the GMC Acadia that I showed you guys in the last few videos. But yeah, very usable space, very nice interior overall. Now take a look at the cargo capacity of the Buick Enclave. It's going to be very similar to the Traverses I've shown. Power tailgate, of course. But there is a good amount of space behind the third row. Definitely usable, even if you need to fit people inside of the third row. 12-volt outlet here on the right passenger side. Nothing on the left side. There is storage beneath the floor that kind of holds itself up, so that's a nice feature, again, that GM offers. And if you want to access the spare tire, it'll be found underneath this storage cubby by removing these 4 nuts. And you can go ahead and pull that out and access the spare, but a ton of additional storage space down there. And of course, all the seats do fold down, 60-40 split here in the third row. So if you need to use that, that's definitely an option, but a good amount of usable space here in the back. I do want to show you guys that tilt and fold functionality on the passenger side of the buckets. So you just pull this lever here on the left side. Seat folds forward as far as the front seat will allow, and you can easily step in and access this third row. So that is going to do it for the back seat. Go ahead and finish it up on the passenger front. Over here you will find a power passenger seat with 4-way lumbar and the same massaging function as the driver's side. So that is nice that they include the massage and everything on the passenger side as well. Something like the Palisade calligraphy only includes it on the driver's seat, not the passenger front. So that is a nice addition here. You can see some of the accent soft touch materials on the dash. Damped glove box, no lighting that I can see. And one thing I did forget to mention is that there is an extra storage spot, just like the GMC Acadia and Hyundai Santa Fe, that Buick includes underneath the center console. So I definitely appreciate this space. It's larger than the Acadia in this particular vehicle, maybe not as large as the Santa Fe, but it's nice to see additional storage options in the interior. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood, check out the powertrain here, and wrap up this video. So under the hood of the Enclave, you're gonna find a very familiar powertrain. This is the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine that puts out 310 horsepower, 271 pound-feet of torque through a 9-speed torque converted automatic. And you can pair this engine to either front wheel drive or optional all-wheel drive as seen in this particular vehicle. So I think, again, this is a very stout powertrain, moves this vehicle around without much issue. It can tow up to 5,000 pounds, that is worth noting, and is very competitive with the class. A lot of these naturally aspirated V6 engines really top out just over 300 horsepower reliably. So people that always complain about additional power or being underpowered rather, that is why these engines usually stick around that 300 horsepower mark, is more so for reliability. And obviously they can put turbocharged powertrains in these vehicles, but I think a lot of buyers definitely appreciate the more traditional powertrains that they offer. So that's gonna do it for this 2023 Buick Enclave Premium trim. If you have any questions or comments on this particular vehicle, this trim level in general, or just something about the Enclave, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll definitely get back to you. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit that like button. It greatly helps out. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and check out some of the other videos here on the channel. Like I said, I'm just getting into Buick and GMC content, but I have a bunch of other Chevy and Hyundai walk-around videos, model year change videos, how-to videos across all makes and models. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in automotive stuff. So what are my final thoughts on this 23 Buick Enclave? I think this generation is getting a little bit older. I think it received a refresh for the 2022 model year, which gave it some of the exterior design elements. I'm sure they did a little bit of tweaking on the interior as well. But I think the infotainment system and some of the other bits are definitely lagging behind some of the other makes and models on the market. Like I said, the Palisade and some of the other Hyundai products are coming with at least 10-inch screens, if not 12-inch screens now. So I think that's definitely a big upgrade versus the 8-inch infotainment systems found in many GM products. But GM is starting to roll out some of their new infotainment and interior designs and some of the new models and refresh models like the Silverado and Sierra as well. So I think it's just a matter of time before we see that stuff start to trickle in here on these SUVs, but it definitely would be a benefit if they would do it sooner rather than later. But ultimately, you guys actually wanting to purchase one will be the judge as to whether or not this vehicle suits your needs. If you happen to own this generation Buick Enclave or have owned one in the past, make sure to leave a comment down below. Let other owners or people that are interested in purchasing one know your ownership experience. I think it helps out a lot if people would share their actual ownership experiences versus me just sharing my opinions with the vehicle for an hour or so. So if you happen to have rear world experience with an Enclave or Traverse for that matter, because they're essentially very similar vehicles, make sure you leave a comment below and help some other people out. So once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, hope to see you guys in the next one.